(2023) presidency. Peter Obi has been declared winner in Enugu State. The Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, has been declared winner of the election in all the 17 local government areas of Enugu State. Oh boy. This is sweeping, and sweeping. At least Obi won Anambra and now he has won Enugu again in his own southeastern state. This is a very good one. So he's making waves. Okay. The Vice Chancellor of Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, Umudike, and Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC Coalition Officer in Enugu State, Professor Mado ABBC of Faiwe, okay, Mado ABBC of Faiwe announced that Obi polled the highest votes in the local governments, followed by Atiku Abubakar, his People Democratic Party rival, then Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress, and then Rabiu Kwankwaso of New Nigerian People's Party. Iwe announced that Obi scored 428,640 votes, followed by Atiku, who scored 15,749 votes, with Tinubu and Kwankwaso garnering 4,772 and 1,808 respectively. Oh boy. He also disclosed that out of the 2,112,729 total number of registered voters in the state, only 46,891 votes were cast out of 482,990. Okay, 468,891 votes were casted out of 482,990 accredited voters. He added that a whopping 12,468 votes were rejected, while 456,424 valid votes were counted. Wow. So with all of these, we see the breakdown of all the result count from the local government, and out of all the 17 local government area, Peter Obi swept everything across board. This is fantastic. More winning stories coming for Peter Obi. This is the wish of the people. Okay, even if Peter Obi wins one local government, it will be a good news for the Obidient and for the Obidati group. That is the group. That is the truth. So because people are tired of APC, people are tired of PDP, and nobody wants to be under the leadership of those parties anymore. It's quite unfortunate that they have ruled for the past 24 years or more in Nigeria and have plunged Nigeria into abject poverty, into abysm, and it's not acceptable, can't be tolerated further anymore. Okay, so we saw how people came out to vote, especially that of Southeast, okay, with the sit-at-home order in the Southeast, which was countered by all Nigerians, all well-meaning Nigerians, even the Igbos, home and abroad, with all the threat that Simon Ekpa gave to people in Nigeria from Finland, and he was arrested and called to order in Finland and then later released. So with all of that, and with some people in the Southeast that said there won't be election in the Southeast, and they were violently going around shooting, maiming, and destroying election material, still, people still came out in their numbers to vote. And they voted their heart out, and it's producing result. Okay, the result is counting gradually. Obi is the first time in the history of Nigerian politics, is first person that is widely accepted across all geopolitical zones, across all ethnic and religious divides. He is the person that is widely accepted by everybody to be president of Nigeria, because we have tested PDP, we have tested APC, and they haven't done anything spectacular. Rather, they are even stealing and plunging Nigeria into abject poverty further. You can imagine this Buhari government is living now with over 77 trillion naira debt to be paid by incoming administration after this election. You can imagine somebody leaving office and leaving huge problem to be solved. But the good news is that if we have good government, Okay, Nigeria can make that money in less than 6 months and pay it off because Nigeria is blessed with resources, both human and material, both natural resources, everything, just name it. If we just count zero today and start all over again with a very prudent and disciplined government, we will still pay that debt and Nigeria will move on. But what am I driving at? The government of PDP and APC have not done Nigeria any good in the past 24 years. And it's not acceptable. It's just not acceptable. Okay? It's just not acceptable. It's terribly, very, very bad. So now people are tired, and that is the reason they came out in their numbers, irrespective of all the threats that people had. They still came out and voted, and not just voting, they stayed and monitored their vote. I remember a few days ago, about 2-3 days to this election, it was reported that INEC reported that Labour Party did not have enough election observers deployed across the federation. They said Labour Party had the least number of election party agents, okay, across the federation. And just in 24 hours after INEC released that report, we saw another report where Labour Party deployed over 600,000 party agents across Nigeria, and to make sure that at every polling unit there is a minimum of 5 Labour Party personnel. Those were the ones that we know that were officially reported as being deployed. But we also understood that every Obidient, every supporter of Peter Obi wanted to vote and stay there and watch the vote count. And that was actually what helped. So at the end of the day, Labour Party came out to be the only party that had the highest number of election observers, both party agents and non-party agents, across the federation yesterday. And that was why all the things that happened in all the polling units across the federation, they were no secret. As they were happening, they were recording them, they were sending them out to the social media, reporting it to the party leadership, reporting it to the federation, reporting it to the entire world, so that people will see what APC and PDP is doing. So that people will see, especially APC-led government, led administration, especially because all the things they said they have put in place, they will show that they didn't put anything in place. And you saw what INEC itself, the church that we were suspecting from beginning, INEC ground staff frustrated the effort because the election, the party big wigs bought over those INEC ground staff. Some were threatened, some were held hostage, some were bought over. Okay, and we also saw in this election that the vote buying using cash didn't work. It didn't even come out yesterday. What came out was more of violence. So they came out and said, okay, since we cannot spend our money to buy the vote, we will use thugs. And that was exactly what APC did in Lagos. Okay, now with all they did in Lagos, they disenfranchised so many people. They used INEC staff, to delay elections. MC Oluomo was intercepting election materials going to Igbo-dominated areas of Lagos. And all of those things were recorded and were reviewed. And we saw all of that. But at the end of the day, okay, their plans failed in Lagos. Now, we are seeing Obi winning everywhere. Even where people least suspected Obi to win, Obi is winning those places. So this is good news. Apart from the report that came out that Obi won Lagos, we have also seen a report now, which is what we are sharing with you, that Obi also won Enugu State on a landslide. Fantastic. Go welcome news to all the Obedience. Congratulations to all the Obedience and Obi Dati support group.